Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to PPS Lab Sessions. We are actually going through the number of practicals given by university, and around 48 programs we have completed, right? So just in a previous lab, we were working on the programs which were related to functions, recursions, and a static member and static variable and global variable and all, right? The last program that we have seen was this one, evaluating the given series using recursion, right? So that's what we have completed till now. 48 programs are over. Today we want to go further, and the next set of programs are related to structures. We have seen how we can define a structure, and then use the members of the structure in a program. So that's what we are going to use here again. Let us see these programs and let us discuss these definitions one by one. And later, you'll have your time to implement these programs, okay? I'm going to show you the code that we've written in lecture part itself. So I'm not going to write any program now. We will discuss these definitions and we'll identify what we have to do. Then it's totally up to you. You have to implement these programs, fine? So starting from 49 up to 53, total 5 programs we have, which is related to structure. And from these 5 programs, today we want to complete 4 programs. Okay, so 49, 50, 51, and 53. I want you to complete these 4 programs. In next week, next lab, I'm going to show you how you can complete this 50-second program. Now, this is somewhat complex. You have to think a little bit more here, how we can achieve this thing and all. So we'll keep this program separate. So let's discuss these programs now. For today's target, we have 49, 50, 51, and 53. 49th program is very basic. It says write a program to read structure elements. When it says read, which means you have to take value from user, printf, scanf, okay? Now what we want to read, it says structure elements from keyboard. So it only says structure elements. Now what structure, what elements, what are the members, nothing is given here. So even I will give you this freedom. You decide by yourself what structure you want to create here and what members you want to define. So that's totally up to you, okay? So you can say that, okay, I want to create a student structure which will have name and number, 2 members. Fine, it's okay. Other student will say, okay, I want to go for book structure which will have title, author, and price member. Fine, that is also totally fine. So you just decide what structure you want to define here, and then for all the members of that structure, you take value from user and print it again. That is your 49th program. Now, how to do this? Well, if you look at the example that we have covered in lecture part, then it will be more clear. Look, we have a book structure which has title, author, pages, and price. These are the 4 members. Now, if you want to take value from user, then this is how you can do it. Just declare one variable, book B, and then using B and member operator dot, you scan all those values and print it again. Now, it's not necessary that you define a function for this task. Okay, let me clarify. 49th प्रोग्राम के अंदर आपको फंक्शन लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. आप लोकल स्ट्रक्चर डिफाइन करो, एक लोकल वेरिएबल डिफाइन करो, get some values and print those values. That's it. Within main सब कुछ लिख दोगे तो भी चलेगा. Okay. So I believe this program is very simple. Just define one structure, create a variable, get all the values, print those values back. That's it. That's done. Next one is 50th program. It says define a structure type struct personal. तो structure का नाम भी आपको दे दिया यहाँ पे, struct, and then the name is personal. That would contain, मतलब अगर contain बोल दिया तो मतलब member भी दे दिया हमें. So एक personal नाम का structure बनाना है जिसके अंदर person name, date of joining and salary, ये 3 member होने चाहिए. जैसे बुक के लिए हमने टाइटल, ऑथर, पेजेस एंड प्राइस लिया, उस तरह से पर्सनल के अंदर आप पर्सन नेम, डेट ऑफ ज्वाइनिंग एंड सैलरी, 3 मेंबर्स डिफाइन करोगे. देन व्हाट इट सेज, यूजिंग दिस स्ट्रक्चर टू रीड दिस इंफॉर्मेशन. तो इस स्ट्रक्चर की आप ये तीनों मेंबर की इंफॉर्मेशन आप रीड करोगे. यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क यूजर टू एंटर दोज डिटेल्स. Now of 5 people, मतलब 5 पर्सन के लिए आपको ये सारी डिटेल्स गेट करनी है एंड प्रिंट द सेम ऑन स्क्रीन. लास्ट में उसको फिर से प्रिंट भी करना है. So what you can do is you define your structure and then you can have 5 different variables, right? Like person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. That's how you can have 5 different people variable, and then you ask person 1 dot name, person 1 dot date of joining, person 1 dot salary, then person 2 dot name, person 2 dot date of join, person 2 dot salary, and so on. You get all those values and you print it. So 49th program के अंदर आपने सिर्फ एक वेरिएबल लिया, 50th program के अंदर आपको 5 वेरिएबल लेने हैं. That's what the difference is. Okay. Now, just like this 50th program, you have one more program, 53rd one. Let us discuss this one first. It says design a structure student record. तो जैसे personal structure था, इस तरह से यहाँ पे student record एक structure है. Now, personal के अंदर name, date of joining और salary 3 members थे. तो यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट रिकॉर्ड के अंदर दैट कंटेन्स नेम, ब्रांच एंड टोटल मार्क्स. यहाँ पे भी 3 मेंबर आ गए अलग अलग. देन इट सेज डेवलप अ प्रोग्राम टू रीड डेटा फॉर 10 स्टूडेंट्स इन अ क्लास एंड प्रिंट इट. अब 5 पीपल के लिए डेटा लेके प्रिंट करो या फिर 10 स्टूडेंट के लिए डेटा लेके प्रिंट करो. बोथ आर इक्वल, ऑलमोस्ट इक्वल. So I can say that 50th program and 53rd program both are identical. The change will be in the structure. एक जगह पे personal है, दूसरे जगह पे student record है. That's it. Now what you should do is, look, obviously when we go for 10 students, we are going to have array. अगर 10 student का data get करके print करना है तो आप यहाँ पे array ले लोगे, 10 वेरिएबल अलग से डिक्लेयर नहीं करोगे. सो इन 53rd प्रोग्राम कंपल्सरीली यू आर गोइंग टू डिक्लेयर 1 एरे ऑफ स्टूडेंट रिकॉर्ड. अब ये एरे कैसे लेना है? सो लेट मी शो यू दैट थिंग ऑल्सो. वी हैव सीन दैट थिंग. बुक एडवांस इज 1 स्ट्रक्चर, राइट? दिस इज 1 स्ट्रक्चर. अब उस स्ट्रक्चर के लिए आप इस तरह से एरे डिक्लेयर कर सकते हो. जस्ट लाइक नॉर्मल एरे डिक्लेरेशन, यू मे गो फॉर स्ट्रक्चर एरे डिक्लेरेशन. तो यहाँ पे आपका स्ट्रक्चर बन जाएगा स्टूडेंट रिकॉर्ड, जिसके अंदर नाम, डिपार्टमेंट और टोटल नंबर्स, टोटल मार्क्स रहेंगे. एंड देन यू कैन गो फॉर स्टूडेंट रिकॉर्ड 1 एरे वेरिएबल हियर. एंड देन वही एरे वेरिएबल की लिए आपको डेटा गेट करके प्रिंट करना है, then you write for loop. This for loop gets all those values, and then there is another for loop which prints that data in the table format. So student record के लिए आप same follow कर सकते हो. You declare array, then you run a loop for getting all those data, and then you again run a loop for printing student record in a table format. This is your 53rd program. Now for 50th program, it will be your choice. आपको जो करना है करो. 5 वेरिएबल अलग लेने हैं, चलेगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. आप 5 एलिमेंट का एक एरे लेना चाहते हो, फिर भी चलेगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. It's up to you, whatever you want. Clear? So that is 50th and 53rd program we have discussed. And the 51st program, okay, let's discuss. It says define structure data type called time struct. तो ये structure का नाम दे दिया. Time struct will be your structure, which contains 3 members. Okay, उसके अंदर 3 members होंगे. Integer hour, integer minute, and integer second. So 3 structure के member बना लो. Then it says you develop a program that would assign values to individual members. ये hour, minute और second को कुछ value assign करो, and display the time in the following format. इस format में आपको display करना है उसको. It's very simple. Look, whatever variable you have, time dot hour, time dot minute, time dot second, जब आप print करते हो, तो printf के अंदर आप अपना string format ये बना दोगे. So it is something like time dot hour, then colon, time dot minutes, colon, time dot seconds. Very simple. Now what I'm talking about is while we were printing this thing, ये सारी चीज़ें मैंने एक printf में print कर दी. Author name, first name और last name, and age. तो this is going to be your format. अब यहाँ पे जहाँ /t है वहाँ पे आपके लिए कॉलन आ जाएगा. बाकी 3 वैल्यू आवर, मिनट एंड सेकंड प्रिंट करोगे आप. वेरी सिंपल. एक printf में %d colon %d colon %d, खत्म. Very simple program, right? Now from where those values will come, आप assign भी कर सकते हो, आप यूजर के पास से get भी कर सकते हो, जो करना है चलेगा. So that is the last and the 4th program we wanna complete today. तो ये 4 program आपको करने हैं. Now I'm not going to write any of these programs today. I believe all these 4 programs are very simple and you can do that by yourself. So that's all from my side. That's what we have discussed, 4 programs, and now you are going to implement these programs one by one. Before you start writing your programs, just post your enrollment number in the chat box so that your attendance will be recorded. You have 2 minutes to post your numbers, and then you start working on these programs. If you have any query or question, you may ask, or else you continue implementing these programs here. Make sure that you complete all the programs and do not miss any of the deadlines in Google Classroom. Quickly post your enrollment number in the chat box and then start implementing your program. If you have any query or question, you may ask. Structure lecture recordings are uploaded, so you can refer those things also, or you can directly ask me. One last call. Post your enrollment number in the chat box. Then I'm going to stop this recording. We don't want unnecessary recording here. Okay, I'm going to stop this recording now. Hope everyone has posted their numbers, and if they are not posting their numbers here, then I believe they are not physically present in the meeting. So you start performing these programs one by one. First of all, go for the very basic program here. Define any structure that you want. Read and print. Same program structure you can follow, because all these programs are related to reading a data and printing a data. That's it. The only change you'll require is just you need to have a different definition of a structure, and maybe the different size of your array. Okay. Still, I'm here. We all will be here, and we'll complete these programs. Okay. Yeah, Manav is asking, what is the difference between array and linear search? Somewhere I saw this question. Look, array is kind of a data structure, and a linear search is the operation, search operation. तो मानव हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि ये दोनों जो आप टर्म बोल रहे हो उसमें काफ़ी सारे चेंजेस है. ये दोनों चेंज मीन्स ये दोनों थिंग्स आर डिफरेंट. एरे डेटा स्ट्रक्चर है जबकि लीनियर सर्च ऑपरेशन है. मे बी द क्वेश्चन विल बी समथिंग लाइक लीनियर सर्च एंड बाइनरी सर्च. ये दोनों में फ़र्क है. लीनियर सर्च एंड बाइनरी सर्च, both are the search operation and both have different approach. So either you find the actual question from where you have picked this up, or maybe if you want to go for this question itself, तो सबसे पहला difference यही हो जाएगा. One array is data structure, linear search is operation. Operation can be performed on data structure, so we can perform linear search on array. Yeah, okay. So I'll stop this recording now. You all should continue your program.